Hey, it's Tina Blings. What's poppin'? You got some tea to tell me? Holla. All right, so we have Andrew in the motherfucking building. He just called in. This is our first caller, so Andrew, say what up to the people.
What's up, everyone? I'm Andrew. What's poppin'?
Exactly. First, before you even get into your story, I definitely would like you to tell people how did you find out about my podcast and which episode was your favorite, if you do have one.
I found out through YouTube. It was just popped up. I recommended, and I fuck with your energy, real shit.
Yay.
I fuck with your personality. I don't really have a favorite, but I viewed most of the recent ones on YouTube. Energy you have is fucking great.
Thank
That's
you.
why I was hoping to start.
So you wrote into me and you wanted to tell us a story about your micro penis. Now, I'm very interested into hearing about why you want to share this story and your stories that you have, because you know I love to hear the tea.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like, as you said you were interested. I felt like, why not? I feel like you'd be interested. Maybe you would have me on, but yeah. Basically, as you said, I do have a micro penis. It's 1 inch soft, and I don't know. I wanted to come on and kind of not like break the stigma, I guess, but I don't know. Like, I feel like people have a misconception about it, and I just want to come on and talk about it.
Absolutely. I feel like it is a misconception with all penis sizes, because a lot of girls think that just because he got a big old schlong, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Because, baby, it's been some times I thought he knew what to do, but at the same time, it's like, wait. I feel like I'm being bamboozled.
Yeah.
So let's break this stigma. Let's get into it.
Yeah, for sure. So obviously everyone's like basic like myths, like, oh, if you're like taller, if you have like bigger hands, bigger feet, automatically means you have, you're packing. But I wear size 13. I'm 6'1", and look at me. So you can put those myths to bed right now, because those are absolutely not true. And I hear that all the time. I hear that all from like just girls that like me and my boys like chill with, are always like, oh, he's 6'5", blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that doesn't mean shit.
You're like, yes, trust, I know. And I'm pretty sure there's other dudes like that as well. And even so for females, because this is the stigma I'm trying to break with females. And I'm a female myself. But like in my last episode, I said, just because a dude and you, like, y'all had sex and you feel like his sex is not all of that, low key, it really could be the female, because a lot of girls are not all of that in bed. And I feel like just because we are not the ones that mainly perform, like, for the most part, the guy does most of the work. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but I try to put my work in too, because you ain't gonna have me out here looking like I'm weak or looking like I can't serve it up like a pillow. Like, I'm not a pillow princess. So it's a lot of pillow princesses out here, and they'll be the ones to say like, oh no, it wasn't even all that. But it's like, girl, you just laid there and did not even engage, or you wasn't even willing to try something new to make it even better, because every time you have sex is going to be different with different partners. It's not going to be the same.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. I feel like there's a lot of misconception about that if a girl if she's not on top, then she's not really doing anything, which I guess, yeah, you can, obviously you would know from experience. I guess you can say it's true. But talking about when you said like guys do most of the work, and then going back to what you said before about how like, oh, he can be packing and whatever, and it still not be it.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, it goes down to like, I know this is the saying's tossed out a lot, but motion of the ocean, baby. That's what a lot of I guess everyone doesn't understand. Just because you have your 8 inches, 9 inches doesn't mean you're gonna be performing the best.
Oh, absolutely. I'm definitely an advocate for the motion in the ocean. Period.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I wanted to talk about is that I am, even though a lot of people think people with micro penises are like automatically gonna be virgins, I am not. And I actually, after my first time, I asked her how was it. She said, like, even though like you like it's small, like she says it wasn't that bad. So even like if for any guys out there, like even though like you think you're not the biggest or anything, it's all about the motion. And everyone throws this out, but you gotta learn how to eat out, baby. That's what you gotta be the best at.
Big purr. Big purr. Because I literally, before I even called you, me and Nita was talking about a story. Well, you'll see the story time when the video goes up. But basically, I was talking about just a quick synopsis because y'all already heard this part. But literally, I was dealing with a dude, and I wouldn't say that he had a micro penis. I feel like it was about 2 inches. But I was messing with him for a good amount of time because, yes, it was definitely the motion in the ocean. Like, he was able to hit them spots. And when he came, he felt a little down on himself. But I'm telling him, I'm like, don't even worry, boo. Because when he went down there, everything was handled. Right. And I kept on coming back. So literally, like I said before, I'm an advocate for the motion in the ocean and really knowing what that person likes because I like head. So, and he knew that. So it was like, oh yeah, I'm going to give it a special.
That was definitely one of my questions.
What? What was your question?
Like, how do you enjoy giving oral to your partners? Like, and he already said that he's
right, top tier.
Yeah, top tier.
Top tier with the spits. Oh yeah, I just have one more question for you, Andrew. Well, not even one more question. I got a whole bunch of questions. You did say that you had a positive response, which is great. Is there any position that you feel like is the best for somebody that has a micro penis?
That's a good one. I guess if she's on top, I feel like that has to be the best one in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, top is good. And would that be missionary? Missionary both ways? What about you being on top? How would that work? Those are both ways.
Probably.
Right. Because honestly, I feel like those are the 2 angles that you could hit somebody the deepest. So that's the only reason why I asked. Yeah, that's the only reason why I asked. And also, just from that other story that I shared, would you say that you're somebody that comes quick, or it all depends on the person, or like what you got going on? Maybe it's the Hennessy, maybe, you're anxious. I don't know. But the people want to know, and I want to know.
Definitely not quick, but definitely not. I'd say like average, to be honest.
Okay.
Definitely, yeah. I know that's another like misconception, like a myth. I'll go like finish, but like pretty quick, but no.
Let's debunk that myth. It's not true. Andrew said it. Deb, I feel like you answered a lot of questions because I said, did you make up for other ways? And that is giving head. So guys, learn how to do it. And have you met any other of your friends that have a micro penis as well?
No, because it's only, I think, 0.05% of men who. So I haven't actually met anyone, but definitely online though. I've seen some stuff.
Okay.
There's some people comment and stuff like that. But yeah, not in person.
Nobody in your family?
No.
Because
not that I know of, at least, but.
Okay. Because that was one thing I had looked up when I looked up micropenis in Google. And they did say that it could be hereditary, but like you just said, it could be it just happened to you or anybody.
Yeah, I've done my own research, but yeah, I haven't seen that. That's interesting, but yeah, not that I know of.
Okay.
My family or anything.
All right. And this is my last question, and we can just start kicking. Have you ever tried the hormonal treatment to stimulate growth in your penis?
So, when I was 18, I took testosterone because it was a conversation I had with my doctor, and then my research, I thought that was a good thing, and that made me like really fit because there's also another what is it called? A lot of people with with micropenises and stuff, a lot of them are like overweight. So I feel like that really helped me like slim down stuff. But as far as I know, that like hormone stuff does not really work at all.
Okay, so all right, I could see that too, because it's not guaranteed to work with everybody.
Yeah.
And that's why I was even kind of confused why they had like that up there, because literally it's just muscle. No?
So what you say?
I said, isn't it just like muscle? Like, what would it take? Like, isn't that protein to make muscle grow? I don't know.
Yeah. You can really do.
Right. But just improve on your other skills. That's what one thing you. Exactly. That's offending. So, you did mention that you were a little overweight at one point. So did that change the size of your penis? Did you feel like it was a little bit smaller than the 1 inch, or it really didn't have no effect on you?
No, maybe like a little, but nothing extreme.
Okay. And also, Nita, ask your question. Why are you asking me? And you got a mic right in front of you. Like, this is crazy.
And that was crazy because that was one of my questions. Like, you're just hitting every question. Are you shaved? Like, are you clean shaven? Because I know, if hair is not there, it can appear to be a little bit larger than what it is when it grows.
I used to be clean shaved, but now I prefer, I don't know, just a nice trim,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I just like, if it's like untouched, then it looks bad, and then if it's clean, I feel like it also looks bad. That's just my opinion, but.
Okay.
Man, I don't know. It's a big stigma with the unshaved. Like, it's a lot of girls that don't like the unshaved, but I'm not gonna hold you. You know who you are. He got the unshaved. And like, I
like to do some things. Yeah.
My friend Andrew was talking over you.
Sorry.
What you said?
Oh, I said like in today's world, what is called? I feel like everyone's clean shaven now. That's just like the thing.
For real?
And yeah, I see like Manscaped ads like everywhere, and it's like all these stats like 90% of people like prefer clean shave.
I only know one person that's like keeps up with the clean shaven. Like, I haven't met any other guy.
It's tough.
That
It's
I do
a
it.
commitment.
It is a commitment.
Go back in like a week or two.
Hell yeah. I'd be so surprised how it be so clean shaved. No nicks or nothing. I'm like, damn, you must be using the good razor, because I didn't use this when I was still shaving. I wax now, but god damn. That is a smooth baby right there. I really don't mind. But do you have any questions for me or for Nita?
No, I feel like we talked about pretty much everything. I mean, if you have anything more, yeah, but I feel like we did discuss like basically everything I wanted to.
Oh, no, we not yet. I got one more thing. So besides that one lady, has anyone ever said anything super rude to you, or you felt like she wasn't like satisfied? Or let me know a horror story.
So, I think first week of high school, well, not high school, first week of college.
I'm gonna say, God, you was a hot boy.
We go to this party and stuff, and then some of us bring back girls. I brought a girl back to my room, and we're hooking up, doing our shit.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes to take off, my pants and stuff, and the second she took it off, she just looked at it and she's like, yeah, I'm out, and started saying some like disrespectful ass shit, and I was like, alright, like, get the fuck out then. That's like the main story that like always sticks with me. Just,
Right.
Like, mad disrespectful. Like, honestly, if you like, I understand, like, a woman got needs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that, but what is it called? Yeah. I feel like that was sometimes gonna be out of line to do stuff like that.
That was kind of out of line.
That's kind of crazy, especially when you didn't even figure out exactly what it's working for.
Uh-huh.
You to just like you were already in the mood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like
Yeah.
dead it right then and there, just because you feel like it's not going to be pleasing to you.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of ignorant, like.
Oh no, that's definitely true.
Like he said, like
You was with it, like,
making out.
uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure you guys were kissing. You probably was fondling her titties, playing with that pussy. I don't know what you do, but it's like for you to do all of that and then.
More than halfway done, I was like, come on.
Yeah.
Right, and then you get to that point, it's like, I changed my mind. But I can share a little story that it kind of changed my mind and just seeing like people at their fullest. Because I was talking to this guy, and I don't know why his freak ass will always, and I say freak in a good way, because I'm a freak myself. And he will always pull out his penis, but it was soft, but like I could tell it got a little bit bigger, but I was just like, why you keep on pulling that out? Like, you burning me up. And then eventually, of course, I had sex with him. Well, not of course, but I did. I did have sex with him, and it actually was bigger than it is soft. Like, it's just really small when it's soft. He's a grower, period. So she probably wasn't even out. Like, you don't even know until somebody's at their fullest potential. And then even when they're at their fullest potential, they be able to knock your socks off even without that extra shit that you think you need, because John was able to give you that shit, but he's not John.
Right.
But he still got that schlong.
And like, he know how to eat that thing. Like,
Right.
probably eat it from the back. Girl.
Right. You ain't never had it like that before.
So, her loss.
That's a Fendi. And we're going to continue to have some bomb sex out here in these streets. That's on period. That's all. That's in my little handsy-dandy notebook. Thank you so much, Andrew, for writing into the show and coming on here and really debunking some of these false narratives about men that have micro penises. Because I feel like hopefully if we could just help at least one person out there, I'll be happy. And even letting the females know what's going on.
It's a pleasure to be on. Thank you.
Thank you. And hopefully in the future we'll be able to have you on the show again. But you could come up in the studio.
Anytime for me up.
Yes, listen, the studio's going to be popping in the wintertime because the way how we sweating in here, child, you know we working hard. Hey, it's Tina Blings. What's poppin'? You got some tea to tell me? Holla.